Hi, welcome to the walk around video of the Lincoln Mark III, the Lincoln Continental Coupe. This was the wet dream of the businessman of the 70s. Let me show you why. So the 70s was the end of an era that started after the Second World War, when America was the country in the world and everybody wanted to be associated with America. And they made big cars and they made bigger cars. So this has a 7.5 liter V8. And it's the answer from Ford, that's the owner of the Lincoln brand, to the Cadillac Eldorado, which had a tremendous success and which was the pinnacle of luxury cars in the 60s and the 70s. Ford wanted to compete and say they wanted to do it better. And I think from quality, they did it. And it's still today the name that is associated with the most luxurious brand. And people forgot a little bit about the Lincoln. So today, this is a cheap car. Cheap, I mean, you can buy it for a low budget and you can maintain it for a low budget. So luxury is associated with style. This was the Continental kit that we found on the cars of the 50s that Ford used. Of course, there was a spare tire in there. Here it's just design. What you find here is a roof, of course, in metal that is finished with a sort of Everflex like we know it from Rolls-Royce to make it look like a faux cabriolet. This was expensive to do. So the whole thing, the fact that there is no split here, the whole car just vibrates luxury and quality and design. And it's like a floating carpet when you drive it. So this is all about luxury. So you have the wooden finish, you have a wooden look-alike steering wheel. And do you hear the engine? No, you don't, because neither do I. This is the way to drive this car. Just lay back, a little bit of gas, off you go. You don't feel it when it changes gear, because it's all about luxury and about enjoying the American way of life, which in the 70s was, I don't care about how much miles I get to the gallon, like the American says it, or in Europe, how many liters we waste on this oversized engine. You just enjoy it. It's a little steering wheel, no feeling whatsoever. So if you drive it too fast, it's really not so precise. But that's not what this car is about. This is another era. Back in the day, it was okay to show the fact that you had success, that you had money, and that you wanted a big luxury car that would take you anywhere, that you could drive for hours without getting tired. Really, the best the car industry could offer. And you see this in all the details of this car. So the feeling that you get from putting it in reverse, the feeling that you get from looking at the ceiling, the fact that you have these control buttons here. Later on, in the Mark V model, 7.5 liter, is so powerful, it was used also for trucks. But here it is just a passenger car, a small coupe. So this is really a tremendous car. Why? Because it was delivered new in Belgium. So it's not an American import, and it survived. So it's very rare to find non-imported Belgian cars that stayed in Belgium. Everything is right on the car. So the engine, the color code, the interior. It's been badged Jack Daniels, which you can obviously take off. There's this little touch, but you can easily take it off.